there, YouTube. So I'm going to be doing a review on this new TV I have. Hopefully I say it right. It's going to be in the title. It's the Samsung, I think KU6300 series, something like that. It's the Samsung 6300 series of 4K TVs. It's a 50-inch, ultra high definition 4K TV. And I got it at buydig.com. There's actually a website called Slick Deals where they post the best deals for the best prices on TVs, and it was $495 on Buydig. You'll see occasionally similar prices on, say, Amazon, but on Buydig, they don't have stores in every single state, so because of that, you get free, you get no tax when you buy something that doesn't have a store in your state when you buy it online. So I got it for free shipping and no tax, so $495 was the final price, and it's a Samsung TV. So I was comparing a lot of TVs, and the other one I was looking at was a refurbished Vizio P series, which they were actually shipping to me, and I had them take back the delivery midway through shipping because I'd read so many mixed reviews on Vizios. I looked at some lower end models, like the Vizio D series too, and I ended up thinking at the end that I wasn't going to be satisfied with anything but a Samsung TV. I'm going to have it running in the background while I talk so you can see it with the volume off. So right now this is a 1080p video behind me that's showing. It's, I think, it's a Hulu video source. So it looks really good, upscaled 1080p content on this TV from certain video sources. From other sources, it looks really, really average. And just so you know, if you're gonna watch something 1080p, it's not gonna look as stunning as it looks on the displays at the stores. A lot of the positive reviews for the TV talk about how great of a job it does, how beautiful it looks. But to be honest, if you have a 1080p TV, which I do, at least my roommate has it now, but I had one that was a 40-inch. I also had a 42-inch 720p Panasonic TV plasma, and the 1080p content pretty much looked the same as most of the stuff on this TV does. That could be because those were smaller TVs, but I really didn't see a huge difference when it comes to 1080p content. Now, some video sources, like I said, anything on Hulu, that on the app Hulu looks great. I don't have cable, so I can't tell you how it looks on cable, but I use the apps to watch, the smart TV apps to watch it, and that's what I use as my basis. I will say that video games look excellent on this TV. I play PlayStation 4 a little bit. I actually just got one, so I will be playing it a lot more, but the PlayStation 4 video quality looks amazing for video gaming. It's definitely shows its power as a 4K TV with the video gaming. My 1080p TV and 720p TV definitely did not look as good as the PS4 does. Now, I previously had a PS3 with those TVs, so it could just be that this next generation has better graphics, but I think it's perfect for video games. I don't think it's worth buying a more expensive TV to play video games because it looks awesome on this TV, and I really don't see how much bigger of a difference another TV would make. So one of the pros of this TV is that the smart TV app that's built in is absolutely amazing. And I know that a lot of people don't really need smart TVs anymore because they have video game consoles, they can get a Chromecast for 30 bucks, you can get a Roku for less than $100, you can get an Apple TV or whatever. So you don't need a smart TV, and usually smart TVs are kind of clunky and they're not really a pleasure to use, but this smart TV app is amazing. Just to give you a preview, it's really easy to navigate to. You press the home button, they have apps you can download built in. They have not just Netflix, Amazon, they have YouTube built in, they have HBO Now. Yeah, they have everything basically that I want or would be getting in the future to watch. Now, it's easy to navigate, it's quick navigating through the apps, and really, even though I have a PS4, It's nice not to have to use my controller because I don't have a remote to navigate through shows and things like that. So I'm content with using the smart remote to watch smart TV. As I don't have cable, that's pretty much all I watch. And the video quality on PS4 versus the native apps is exactly the same. I mean, every show looks pretty much the same on both. So for Netflix, the Netflix app definitely is hit or miss with the quality of the shows that you stream. Some of the shows I stream looked better on my 1080p TV, honestly, but shows like Breaking Bad and Narcos, anything that's a Netflix original, is available in Ultra HD / 4K streaming. I think you need a certain internet speed, like 25 megabytes per second or something like that, to actually stream it. But they do have really good quality shows, but a lot of the shows just kind of look average quality. I guess the upscaling isn't that great on some of the older stuff. Obviously, cartoons look good on any TV. It doesn't really matter what it is. But one thing I don't like, I'm not a fan of these black bars that appear on the top and bottom. The TV's in 16:9 format, and there's really actually no way to get rid of these lines with certain programs. What happens when you try to go out of the picture size, it's actually grayed out. So it's grayed out and you can't select, this function isn't available. Even when it is showing me available, it's probably grayed out because of one of my settings. Maybe the HDR, turn that off. When you change the settings around, certain things become ungrayed out, and even when it's not grayed out and I switch to, it shows me the other sizes like 4:3 or what have you, it still stays on 16:9. It doesn't change. And I've watched a lot of videos, reviews, where I've seen people show off their content on different TVs, different models, and really I think that's just a problem with these HD TVs, is that that's the best way they can display it and that's how they're going to show it to you. Personally, I prefer to zoom in and have it fill the whole screen, even if it's a small reduction in quality. I do not like watching things with black lines in them. Even some Blu-rays I put in that aren't widescreen were showing like these lines. And sometimes you'll be watching something and the lines will just like disappear, like partway into the show. I don't get it. But that's kind of frustrating because I was excited about having a 50-inch television and you don't get the full 50 inches all the time. So one of the shows that is available for high definition streaming, and I do have that ability on my Netflix account. I don't know, I can't really tell you if it's actually displaying 4K. I think Narcos is one of those shows. And here's a clip right now. It definitely looks a little bit more detailed, I think, than some other clips I've played. This is a kind of a dark scene. Let's see if I can get to something a bit brighter. And I'm going to go to the YouTube app, actually, and show some actual 4K content and what it looks like. It's night and day from this 1080p stuff that you're watching now. Oh, man. Okay, I'm not signed in. That's another issue with this, is that YouTube, or certain apps, I click on them, and even though I sign into them every day, like YouTube on the TV, it asks me for my password again, or not even my password, it makes me go to youtube.com/activate on another device and put in a code. It doesn't save my logins already on the TV, which is kind of frustrating because I exclusively use apps to watch TV. So behind me is some 4K footage, and yeah, the 4K footage is stunning. The color availability is great. I'm actually going to turn the HDR mode back on. But yeah, this looks gorgeous, and this, to me, honestly looks pretty much just like the quality when you go to Best Buy and you look at all the TVs and think about what it's going to look like in your living room. this is the kind of thing that I would see in the store and would make me want to buy this TV. But just to be completely honest, all of the content does not look this good. It's just not possible for it to look this good. If you're watching 4K Blu-rays, if you have a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One S, I'm sure it will look much more amazing if you watch exclusively HD content. So one of the concerns I had when I first got the TV was that I was expecting zero pixelation. I was expecting not to be able to see any pixels and letters, and I just thought it was going to be perfect. When I looked at it, that I wouldn't notice any issues whatsoever. When it was doing the loading screen and saying, like, you know, the words like Samsung and this and that, I could see pixelation immediately, and I got scared. My heart dropped, and I thought, oh no, maybe this isn't as great as I thought. Maybe I should have not gone for an entry-level TV. But I adjusted the settings and the calibration. There's a site called RTINGS, R-T-I-N-G-S. I think it means like ratings, where they give you recommended settings to calibrate every, you know, all your brightness, your contrast, your color to make it look the best. And CNET has a different set of recommendations too, which both I've tried, and they both make the TV look a lot better. But another thing was that I went to my favorite shows that I like to watch, and one of them is Game of Thrones on Amazon, and I own the seasons on Amazon, so I played one, and unfortunately it doesn't show from video to TV, but it looks terrible. I mean, it looks like I'm watching a VHS on my TV, and I called Samsung support, and I almost returned the TV because of it. But then I discovered that downloading content from Amazon in HD looks amazing. I downloaded an episode of The Walking Dead this past week, and it looked glorious. And I realized all of my Amazon collection is in SD, and I need to start buying it in HD or it's gonna look terrible. I mean, it looked better on my 720p TV, believe it or not, than it does on this. And that really scared me. I thought I'd made a mistake with this TV. But all the reviews on this TV are exceptional, so I mean, everyone's in love with it. There's no complaints about the picture and any of the reviews, so I was expecting an amazing 10 out of 10 TV, and I mean, I would give it probably a 7 out of 10. I mean, it is an entry-level TV. There's probably, you know, if I had gone with a Vizio D-Series 4K TV, I don't think there's a substantial difference between that TV and this TV. I'm sure the smart TV is probably, you know, better on the Samsung, if there is one on Vizio. I'm not sure on that model. But I had this fear that if I didn't get a Samsung TV, I was going to be disappointed. Now that I have the Samsung TV, I can't really see, you know, because there's so many shows I can't see much of a difference on. It's hit or miss. I mean, this show on everything through Hulu looks exceptional for whatever reason. Like I said, Netflix, YouTube, Amazon, it all varies. And had I known, you know, only a couple of shows right now are going to look really, really great, I might have just gone with like a more of a budget TV because it's not that big of a difference. But I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to wait for more 4K content to come out and get released and to be more accessible. And I think that's going to make a big difference. And I'm sure, you know, Samsung is a good brand. It's going to last a while. There's a warranty on it, and it's got a good resale value. So if I want to sell it, I'm sure, you know, an upgrade, I'm sure I can do that easier with this TV than anything else. I'm happy with it now, though. I am happy with the TV. I like the TV. I just want to say, don't have OLED expectations for it. It's a, you know, 4K. If you never had a 4K TV, I had crazy expectations for a 4K TV. And really, it's just it's like a 1080p TV where about 10 to 15% of the content can be, you know, 4K and can look really, really great. It's like a 1080p TV with some good content available that's better. But I think it's gonna last through the years because as more content gets released for 4K and gets more accessible, I'm gonna have a better looking TV. But right now, I can't access all that stuff, so it's just gonna look like a pretty good TV. So yeah, that's my review of it. let me know if you have any questions about it, and yeah, enjoy your TV hunting shopping experience this holiday season. And thanks for watching.